Hello, friends. Hello from my home in Brussels to yours, wherever you are during this strange and surreal time in our world. Um, I had a cat sitting next to me, so I have two chairs, but then the dog came over and wanted to eat the cat. And then the cat jumped off the chair. Now the cat is licking a plastic bag because that's what my cat does a lot of the time if there's a plastic bag available. He's licking it, or Tyvek. He really likes those, like Tyvek mailing envelopes. I've got a husky. Say hi, Atticus. Hi. And I'm completely unprepared for my daily concert. I had this great intention that I was going to really practice certain songs and have a whole theme and everything together for today. And then a friend Sarah, my co-volunteer at Petit Chateau, and I met. He's in Italy. He came to Brussels in the spring of 2017, and he came to the center several times. He was volunteering with a great organization called Serve the City. He texted me out of the blue. I've been trying to find him for ages because he's just an amazing musician, and I thought it'd be really cool as we think about, recording some of these migration songs to see if he might be able to add some instrumentals. And so then, then like a half an hour went by, and now I'm still in my pajamas. It's a chicken theme today. Chickens and parakeets and cats licking plastic. And, that's okay. I'm going to give myself permission to just, to know that it's good enough that I am here singing and that everything else is like icing on the cake. And there could be far more dire straits that I could be in. And so I'm really thankful that I'm here with food, water, and shelter, 3 cats, and a husky, and a husband, all supporting me. And that I'm not in this situation that this little man who Dave Van Ronk sings about was in. The little man walked up and down. He found an eating place in town. Well, he looked the menu through and through to see what 15 cents could do. One meatball, one meatball. He could afford but one meatball. He told the waiter near at hand the simple dinner he had planned. Well, the guests were startled, one and all, to hear that waiter loudly call, one meatball, one meatball. He couldn't afford but one meatball. The little man felt ill at ease. He said to the waiter, bread if you please. Well, the waiter hollered down the hall, you get no bread with one meatball, one meatball, one meatball. You get no bread with one meatball. The little man felt very bad. One meatball was all that he had. Well, in his dreams he still hears that call. You get no bread with one meatball, one meatball, one meatball. You get no bread with one meatball. That one, I think, really had Finn the cat thinking quite deeply. He looks pretty pensive over there. I'm going to say that he's contemplating what plastic bag he can lick next. But it'd be nice if he was contemplating how lucky he is to have the cushy life that he has. He's traveled more than many people in the world, because I adopted him in Washington State many lives ago. I feel like I'm like a cat with many lives in one also. And then he moved up to Alaska. He's lived in Massachusetts. He's lived in Arizona, Brussels. He's a world traveling man, and I super like him a lot, even if he's a pain in the ass. Yeah, life is rough. Now he's just like on the floor, like, yeah, I think I'll lie down, stretch up, maybe I'll take a little bath. I'm gonna just kind of play it as I feel it, like really live in the moment. I think we can learn a lot from cats in that way. So I've been doing these concerts for a while, kind of lost track. I'm planning on playing for at least 30 minutes a day for 30 days, and then we'll see what happens after that. And I'm playing songs that speak to me from different artists, that speak to kind of what's happening in the world, and at least how I'm feeling, or what kind of energy I'd like to create. And I've been singing some songs that my co-volunteer Sarah and I have written with asylum seekers in Brussels, to just to honor people who have made an enormous leap of faith, and often a dangerous one, to change their lives. And to get those stories out in the world and help me keep perspective, and also try to create solidarity. I've called these concerts Singing for Solidarity, because I think that the more we can share who we are in all of our kind of vulnerability, the more that we give other people permission to do the same, and the more that we can connect with one another and see, like, oh, okay, so all those layers and kind of facade that we create, once we can kind of like get past that, we're not really all that different. My dad says, bonjour from the epicenter. Be careful, Dad. I'm pretty attached to you too. It's not just the cat who I love. So this song we wrote is called The Hand That Hurts Can Also Heal, which seems like an apropos song for these times. It's about this idea that we can really take the time to try to empathize with other people who are strangers. And one way to do that is to picture them at their most vulnerable. One of the lines, picture an abandoned child in a corner all alone. It's dark and it's cold. There's no way home. And that we can also lift ourselves up. It's just E minor and A for most of the song, and then there's this little surprise B7 towards the end. So if you've got a guitar or a ukulele handy, pick it up and play it with me, won't you? Enough with all the hate, away with all the prejudice. It's time for a change, but how? We've been living upside down. The choice is in our hands. We can turn the world around. But how? I want to feed the birds, see the world anew, put our differences aside, see another point of view. With you. How can I know that you are real? How can I feel what you feel? Can I take you by the hand? The hand that hurts can also heal. Picture an abandoned child in a corner all alone. It's dark and it's cold. There's no way home. Put your arms around me. Take me from this hopeless place. Are you a stranger or someone else. Come and find me. You could be my light and hope. Are you a stranger? Here comes that B7, or really my own self? How can I know that you are real? How can I feel what you feel? How can I know that you are real? How can I feel what you feel? The hand that hurts can also heal. Can also heal. I hear all sorts of noise outside, and for a second I was like, are the children outside at recess? Anywhere you live in Brussels, I swear you're near a school with screaming children. I just kind of get used to it. But when you don't hear something for a while, all of a sudden you're like, whoa. It's like I grew up in a small town in Massachusetts, and there are train tracks not far from our house that and when I came back as an adult and visited, I was like, did trains go by this often? I swear, but it's also sunny in Brussels, so I think people are out doing some yard work, getting outside, which is like pretty awesome. I'm so thankful that it's sunny because life in Brussels is pretty dismal. Not during a lockdown when it's gray and rainy. So thank goodness for the sunshine. Practicing some gratitude. I have more than one veggie meatball. Life is good. If you missed the beginning, I played Dave Van Ronk's song called One Meatball, which is an awesome song. And you should check him out. He's pretty great. So I'm going to play another song that I learned from two amazing artists who together are called the Lasses. They're from the Netherlands, and they play a lot of traditional Celtic music, which I love because that music really just speaks to me. I come from a long line of Jews, and so I think anything that has suffering or the minor key in it is speaks to me on a epigenetic level. And this song is called Hush Hush. And the way that they described it was that when you have these songs from Scotland and places that have had a lot of bloodshed and fighting, if the gravity of the song is not whether people have died, but how many. In this song, many were dead by the morning. So it's a happy song. Hush, hush, time to be sleeping. Hush, hush, dreams come a-creeping. Dreams of peace and of freedom. So smile in your sleep, Bonnie baby. Once our valleys were ringing with sounds of our children singing, but now sheep bleat till the morning and sheilings lie empty and broken. Hush, hush, time to be sleeping. Hush, hush, dreams come a-creeping. Dreams of peace and of freedom. So smile in your sleep, Bonnie baby. We stood with our heads bent in prayer while factors burned our cottages bare, and the flames rose in the clear mountain air, and many were dead by the morning. Hush, hush, time to be sleeping. Hush, hush, dreams come a-creeping, dreams of peace and of freedom. So smile in your sleep, Bonnie baby. Where was our fierce Highland battle? Our soldiers once so fearless in battle now stand cowed, huddled like cattle, and wait to be shipped o'er the ocean. Hush, hush, time to be sleeping. Hush, hush, dreams come a-creeping, dreams of peace and of freedom. So smile in your sleep, Bonnie baby. There is no use in pleading or praying, oh God, or all our hopes of staying. So hush, now the anchor's away, and don't cry in your sleep, Bonnie baby. Hush, hush, time to be sleeping. Hush, hush, dreams come a-creeping, dreams of peace and of freedom. So smile in your sleep, Bonnie baby. Don't cry in your sleep, Bonnie baby. So just a happy song from Scotland in honor of all those people who are courageous and stand up to those who oppress them, make changes in their lives to create freedom for themselves and their families, and also my co-volunteer Sarah, who just joined, who is from Scotland. So I'm going to shift gears here and play one of our migration songs that's a little bit more upbeat, than Many Were Dead by the Morning. I think that there's a place for all songs. So I'm going to try to do like a little we can laugh together, we can cry together, and you can experience all the emotions. And there's much that we can do in this, even in this limited time where we're kind of isolated. We can still connect with one another. We can still reach out. We can still co-create across the virtual divide. And this is a song that we wrote with an asylum seeker from Iran. It's called Break the Code. How do I break the code and sing? I need somebody to explain. I want someone to share my pain. Without my kids, I'm not the same. The past is past. I'm an optimist. The best is yet to come. The past is past. I'm an optimist. The best is yet to come. I'm an immigrant from a foreign land. I've been there too, I understand. Come walk with me, we'll make a stand. Heart to heart, past. I'm an optimist. The best is yet to come. The past is past. I'm an optimist. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Okay, so still in the minor key, but with a hopeful message, and that's something that really always kind of amazes me and keeps my heart and my mind open, opening, ever opening every time that I go to this refugee center, which was every week until our lockdown started. And I was just really, just so in awe of these people who have endured such hardship that I just hope none of you out there ever have to experience, and that I feel really privileged to not have had to move through. Definitely, we've all had hard times, but to be able to still keep such an open perspective about what the world can be and what your own individual life can be is really quite incredible. And so I've been playing some of these songs. Some of these songs I play all the time, and some of them I don't play as often. So I'm trying to kind of go through and play more of them. This is a really, I think, kind of poignant one. It's also, there's some minor chords in there. It can feel a little dark, but it's also about this idea of solidarity and togetherness, and it's called Swan Uni. And we wrote it with, I think the asylum seeker was from Cameroon, but I'm not sure. I try to, after each time that we meet at the center and we meet people and write a song together, I've tried to go home and actually write about it, and then include recordings. And so I have a whole archive of these songs, which you can visit if you go to my website, guidingsong.com/migration songs. Every single song is there. You can click on it, and you can read the story of the process of writing the song. You can listen to recordings and see photos and watch YouTube videos. And this song began in French with this idea, soyons unis, we can be united, basically be united. It's kind of a directive, which I think is an important directive, call to action, different kind of call to arms, call to peaceful action, peaceful solidarity without arms, weapons at least. To play ukulele, clearly. So this song is called Swan Uni, or sometimes we call it Treasure the Moment. I think I need to tune because, that's what happens when you don't change your ukulele strings often enough. I've just been so busy during this lockdown. All right, good enough. Today's theme is good enough, and be grateful for what we have. And Swan Uni, be united. Wow, it still just does not sound in tune. All right, stay with me here. Ooh, my word. We'll give it a shot. Here we go. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. Scottish song. You can all send me requests. I do have a couple songs that I'm working on that were requests, and maybe I'll do a requests 30-minute concert. So send me some songs that you want to hear. treasure the moment, even if it's small. Smile for everyone, it's the same earth for us all. Life is fleeting, we are all on the same boat. From this earth we arrive, and from this land we go. Soyons unis, ce n'est que la vie. Nous sommes ensemble, together you and me. Ici nous arrivons, ici nous partirons. Nous sommes ensemble, we must carry on. This is our life, you can't take it with you. You cannot stop the tide, so let's join together on this sometimes stormy ride. Soyons unis, ce n'est que la vie. Nous sommes ensemble, together you and me. Ici nous arrivons, ici nous partirons. Nous sommes ensemble, we must carry on. Together we laugh, together we cry, together we live, together we die, together we warm, together we freeze, together we're trapped, together we're free, together we laugh, together we cry, together we live, together we die, together we warm, together we freeze, together we're trapped, together we're free. Soyons unis, ce n'est que la vie. Nous sommes ensemble, together you and me. Ici nous arrivons, ici nous partirons. Nous sommes ensemble, we must carry on. We must carry on. Soyons unis, be united, ce n'est que la vie. It's only life. Nous sommes ensemble, we are together. Together, you and me. Okay, so English if you speak English. Ici nous arrivons, ici nous partions. Like from here we arrive, and from here we also leave. Nous sommes ensemble, we must carry on. So we're together and we must carry on. And even in this time of lockdown, I think that's a really important message. I mean, and this was during a time where an individual was on, a lockdown. Asylum seekers are in a different kind of lockdown than all of us who are thrust into it now, because it's not up to them whether or not the country where they've requested asylum will grant them that asylum and allow them to stay or bring their families. So it's it's not easy to be in a space of limbo, right? And I mean, now many of us are experiencing that, in this space of uncertainty and where we're in isolation. So it's, an even more important time, now I think more than ever to be united and to reach across, these perceived barriers, to open our hearts to, to people that we've never met. And I think that we can do that. And I'm gonna end with a favorite song that's in a major key. I know. Check me out. I'm feeling crazy. Must be the parakeet earrings. There's something in the air. As long as it's not a virus, it's all fine. I'm going to end with the Pigeon Song, which has as its message many layers of meaning, but one that we're not so different, you and I. And wouldn't it be so cool if this song were to go viral? It could happen. I am a bird with a broken wing, but I'm still learning how to sing. Nobody likes me, nobody loves me, but still I sing every day. All I have is this moment. All I have is this time. We are not so different, you and I. Let us share this moment. Let us share this time. We are not so different, you and I. It's true. I woke up this morning and I could not hear my song, but somehow I found a way to carry on. All I have is this moment. All I have is this time. We are not so different, you and I. Let us share this moment. Let us share this time. We are not so different, you and I. When my song is hard to find, will you share your song with me? If we sing together, we create harmony. All I have is this moment. All I have is this time. We are not so different, you and I. Let us share this moment. Let us share this time. We are not so different, you and I. And then here's the last verse. I'm going to give it a try again. I hear a voice from ancient times. The past is me and you. And if we join together, we create something new. All I have is this moment. All I have is this time. We are not so different, you and I. Let us share this moment. Let us share this time. We are not so different, you and I. And the crowd goes wild for the Pigeon Song. I did play that song at a venue in the north of Brussels, and I actually got people in the crowd to make pigeon calls, which was really fun. Gotta get our kicks, right? Us musicians and all of us out there, especially in lockdown. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me for the live stream or later, it's really an honor to be able to share this virtual space with you, to share these songs from the stories of people from around the world. And I look forward to singing for you again real soon. Stay safe from my heart to yours, from my living room to yours. Ciao for now.